Hello everyone, it's Enigma here, and today we're here to talk about Nintendo's 2019, because Nintendo's 2019 was pretty good. Before we start though, as you can tell, I'm still on hiatus. I've been on hiatus for a while. But, I decided to, make a little surprise video because I kind of do this every year, and I thought that, it was kind of fun to talk about, and I've been really wanting to make a video lately. Like, I don't know why. It's just, I've been really feeling like making a video recently, and I thought that, now is the perfect time to, make a video and talk about this. And there will be a video tomorrow kind of predicting what Nintendo's 2020 will be, because that's also, kind of tradition on my channel. I always do that every year. So that's gonna be coming. So yeah, we're gonna get 2 videos in a day. In a row. That's what I meant. It's gonna be fun. I don't know when I'm gonna be like officially back, like, entirely. I'm thinking on doing that closer to when I graduate, because I'm graduating very soon. So, closer to when I graduate, that's when I'll return to YouTube and stuff, officially, permanently. But for now, I decided to make these quick videos to kind of get them out there, because, hey, I do this every year, so I thought it would be really fun to do. But yeah, as I was saying, Nintendo's 2019 was pretty good. There was a lot of great games this year. I thought that this year was filled with, like, a bunch of great games and stuff like that, and I thought that, it was a pretty interesting year for Nintendo. So I kind of have a little, like, document kind of detailing, like, the things that I want to talk about, the things that I found interesting this year that I thought that, we should talk about. And this list is kind of in order. But yeah, let's get into it. So the first major event that happened this year was that Metroid Prime 4 got massively delayed. And it's kind of funny, because in my 2019 predictions video last year, I said that Metroid Prime 4 would be released this year. Well, the exact opposite happened. Instead, it got redone entirely. Everything was redone from the ground up. And they're working with Retro Studios now, which is a great thing. I have nothing wrong with this, delay. This delay is not a bad thing at all. I'm happy with this delay. And, and since it's, like, Nintendo really does seem to care about this game. They really want this game to be the best it can be. I mean, it kind of shows, because, of how much they're delaying it. I think this game is going to be really great, and I can't wait until it releases. Whatever that will be, that'll probably be 5 years from now. I just can't wait till it releases. It looks like a fun game. And, I've never really tried the Metroid Prime games that much. I mean, I've tried a little bit, but not too much. So I think Metroid Prime 4 will be my first full experience of Metroid Prime, because I've kind of used the Switch as a way for me to get into games that I otherwise wouldn't have gotten into with the other systems. And that's kind of what I've been using the Switch for. And Metroid Prime 4 is definitely on my list of games I really want to try. Even though we've never seen gameplay of it, I've always wanted to try Metroid Prime at all, because it just looked like a fun game. Here's hoping Metroid Prime Trilogy comes to the Switch. But overall, I thought Metroid Prime 4, when I saw it in 2017, that was pretty hype. I mean, no one saw that coming. But yeah, I'm excited for Metroid Prime 4. I can't wait till it releases. The next notable thing that happened in February, well, 2019, this is February, was that we got a February Direct. And it revealed, it didn't really reveal too much that really interests me, that I don't feel like mentioning. But there's 4 things in that Direct that did interest me, and that was Super Mario Maker 2, Tetris 99, Astral Chain, and The Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening. So all of those games were initially revealed for the first time in that Direct, and obviously my favorite out of that Direct was Super Mario Maker 2. I was obsessed with Super Mario Maker 1 on the on the Switch. Well, not on the Switch, on the Wii U, and I love that game to death. I played it all the time. It was probably my favorite Wii U game. And when they announced that they were making a sequel to Super Mario Maker with Super Mario Maker 2, I was excited. I could not wait. Um, Now that I've played it though, uh, I played it for a while, and honestly, when it first came out, I was a little bit disappointed because I feel like a lot of the charm that went into Super Mario Maker 1, I don't feel like was there in Super Mario Maker 2. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying Super Mario Maker 2 is a bad game by any means. I've had a lot of fun with that game. But the game, it's just like, I just feel like it didn't really have the charm that the original did and like the quirkiness of it. Another thing was that I was really disappointed with the lack of amiibo costumes, but with the new updates that they're gonna get since they added Link to us to Super Mario Maker 2, I have a feeling that that's probably the replacement for amiibo costumes, is that they're probably going to continuously update the game and add new characters over time with these power-ups. So hey, I'm fine with that, as long as we get some alternative to the amiibo costumes. And honestly, these are probably better than the amiibo costumes since we get our own moves. Like Link can slash his sword around. Like it's a really great, power up, and I can't wait to see more of it. And I hope that they utilize that more. I hope that it's just not a one-time thing. Nintendo should really continuously add characters with all these different abilities. Like imagine Kirby copying Mario at it. Come on, that would be so cool. I hope that happens, and it'd be really cool to see. I just hope it happens, but yeah, overall, Super Mario Maker 2 was an enjoyable experience, and I've had a lot of fun with it. Um, Tetris 99, I wasn't as interested in it when I first saw it. I'm not really into Battle Royale games, and Tetris is not really a game franchise that I invest in. It's kind of just like a thing where, if I'm really bored, I'll just put in Tetris and just play some Tetris, but I'm usually never bored, especially when I have Smash. But Tetris 99, I've had a little bit of fun with it. I didn't play it too much. I've only played a little bit of it, but from what I have played, it is a fun experience. And if you like Tetris and you like Battle Royale games, then I definitely, recommend picking it up. It's a really fun time, and you're not gonna miss any. You're gonna miss out on a lot if you don't pick it up. It's a great game. The next thing that was shown off was Astral Chain, and Astral Chain, at first, I didn't really know what to think of it, but honestly, I think it looked pretty cool when I first saw it, honestly. Like, a new IP from Platinum, that was unexpected. And, it's just, I didn't really expect that. I didn't really have much to say for it. I was just like, oh, okay, cool, a new IP. I didn't really know what to think of it, honestly, at first. And I haven't picked it up until Christmas. I literally just got Astral Chain for Christmas, and I haven't really played much of it. I've only played, a little bit. So yeah, I've had a little bit of fun, and I've played it a little bit. I'm probably gonna continue playing more. I don't know if it's gonna be my type of game. I don't know. So far, it's not really for me so far. But I haven't really played much of it, so how can I know for sure? But yeah, I've had a lot of fun with Astral Chain. It's a really great game, and I do recommend it. Well, so far. I haven't played much of it, but, if you guys like, beat 'em up games and, hack and slash, then yeah, I definitely recommend Astral Chain. Next up, The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening. Now, it's a really great remake. Honestly, I'm one of the very few people that really does appreciate this, clay-like art style. I really like it. It really does, it just does feel charming, and it really does feel like a really great, experience. The thing is that, there is some frame issues, there is some occasional frame drops, but overall, I think this is a really great remake. A lot of, their heart and soul went into this remake, and I really like it. It was definitely a great time, and it released in September. It was a great time. I got it for Christmas. I haven't really played much of it, but from what I'm playing, it's a really great game. And if you love Link's Awakening and you want to experience it again, I think Link's Awakening on the Switch is the way to go. That's like the definitive version, in my opinion, of Link's Awakening. If you want to play Link's Awakening, go play it on the Switch. It's a great time. You'll have a blast with it. It's fun. Um, but yeah, I've had a lot of fun with Link's Awakening. Then we get to March, and Yoshi's Crafted World releases. Now honestly, Yoshi's Crafted World, in my opinion, was meh. It was just a hard meh. I'm one of the many people that really loved Woolly World on the Wii U. I thought it was a great time, and it was one of the best Yoshi games I've played in such a long time. But Crafted World, I just felt was kind of a step down, in my opinion. It was because, like, the music, oh my god, the music. I'm sorry, the music is not good in Crafted World. I'm sorry. There's some good tracks, but for the most part, oh god, no, I don't like the music in Crafted World. And I don't know what it is. It's just I didn't really feel like the charm of Woolly World went in the Crafted World. That's just my honest opinion. I do like Crafted World. I just don't think it's superior than Woolly World. I think Woolly World is a far better game, but I do think Crafted World. I had many fun with Crafted World. I just didn't like it as much as its predecessor. I just didn't. Um, Crafted World is a good game. It's just not really like the best Yoshi game. Basically, it's a good game, but it's not the best Yoshi game. I would recommend Woolly World over Crafted World, in my opinion. But hey, if you want to play Crafted World, go right ahead. It's a great game. I just prefer Woolly World, in my opinion. That's just my opinion. Um, and then there wasn't really much in April. We're already getting in. There wasn't much in March. We're already getting into April, and this is huge. Reggie leaving as NOA president. Um, it was honestly a very difficult. Like it was very difficult to experience that. Like I grew up with Reggie. I've been a Nintendo fan when Reggie was president, and when I heard that he was leaving Nintendo of America, I almost started crying. Like, it's like leaving a long lost friend that you've known for so long and just admired so deeply, just kind of going away like that and just kind of leaving his legacy behind. And it's really sad and really heartbreaking. Of course I want him to, have fun with his family and, have a break, but it was sad. We have to admit it. We all have to admit it. It was very sad when Reggie left, and he's always going to hold a special place in my heart. Now, for Doug Bowser, I think he's really great. I loved him in the E3 Direct with the Bowser skit. That was funny. And I feel like he will eventually, like, once he starts to appear in more of these directs and more of E3, he's gonna have the legacy that Reggie has. But because of how Reggie was, like, memeful and, like, all of his, like, funny moments and stuff, it was tragic when he left and when I heard that he was gonna leave. But at least we can still keep up to date with him. At least we can still hear from him through his Twitter account. That's really great. So we haven't lost touch with Reggie completely. He's still here. He just isn't there. He isn't at Nintendo, but he's still the Nintendo president in our hearts. We all associate Reggie with Nintendo. Come on. Nintendo is the NOA president. But yeah, that was really sad when I first heard, and I hope Reggie's doing well. That's great. I heard he's doing really well. So that's good. And then we get to April 17th, and that's the big day that Joker released for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Now, when Joker was revealed at the Game Awards, that caught me totally off guard. I thought, like, at first I thought it was like a Persona 5 port to the Switch, but then we saw the envelope, the invitation. It was the Smash Ball and Joker's coming to Smash. That was revealed at the Game Awards in 2018, and that just blew my mind. Like, I did not expect that. Persona is heavily tied to PlayStation, and the only like real like history Persona has had with Nintendo was Persona Q2, which came out on the 3DS literally a week before Joker was revealed for Smash. So that was completely surprising, and that like I did not expect that whatsoever. No one expected that whatsoever. It was honestly very like it was very hype. Even though I've never played Persona 5, it definitely got me hyped. Um and honestly, Joker in Smash, I do think is fun. I've had a lot of fun with Joker. He's very fun, and I can't wait until Persona 5 comes to the Switch, because I want to try Persona 5. It looks fun, and it looks cool. I don't know. I'm not really a big fan of RPGs. I'll just say that right now. But Persona 5, I definitely would love to give that a try. If that came to the Switch. um, Next up, VR coming to Mario Odyssey, Breath of the Wild, and Smash. So I really don't got much to say to this. I just kind of wanted to bring this up because it's kind of cool. I never tried it. I don't really see much use of it. I've heard the Breath of the Wild VR is pretty good. I haven't really heard much positive things about the Mario and Smash VR, but I have heard some positive things about the Breath of the Wild VR, so that's cool. Then we get to June, which is E3 time. And honestly, this was a hype time to be a Nintendo fan. There's a lot of hype announcements at this time. No More Heroes 3, Banjo and Hero and Smash, Breath of the Wild 2, and Animal Crossing New Horizons gameplay. Honestly, that was like one of the most hyped times I've ever been as a Nintendo fan. Like, I was so hyped in June. Like, that was like such a hype time. If you saw my E3 reaction, I was just screaming at every announcement almost. Like, it was a great direct. It was honestly my favorite direct that has possibly ever came out, because there's just so much hype announcements. There was just so much there that, just kind of just like, it was such a great direct. Obviously the highlight for me was Banjo and Smash. And while we're here, now that Hero and Banjo have released, I kind of want to talk about them, especially Banjo, since I wasn't making videos for Banjo's release, so I kind of want to talk about Banjo a little bit more. Hero, I've already kind of talked about, but I do have some things to say about Hero. Honestly, this might be a bit controversial for some of you, because I've heard that Hero is a big fan favorite. I honestly think Hero is a bit overrated in my opinion. Back when I made that video about Hero, back when he just released, I talked about how he seemed a bit overpowered. Now I don't see it that way. I think he's a solid mid-tier at best. Because, his spells are kind of random, his crits are random and stuff like that. And I also think that Hero is a bit overrated in my opinion. Like, people just praise the ground that Hero walks on, and while Hero is a fun character, I just want to say that right now, I like every DLC character. I love every single DLC character in Smash. It's just Hero is just I'm just not really a big fan of his playstyle. I think his kit is just way too complicated for me, and like just scrolling through the menus and stuff and just kind of getting a random spell every time. That's not a playstyle that I'm interested in. I'm more so the playstyle that likes characters that movesets kind of borrow from their games and are heavily inspired from their source material, and aren't like overly complex. Hero's moveset is just way too complex for me. I'm sorry. That just is. Um but yeah, I do like Hero though. Don't get me wrong. I've had a lot of fun with Hero, just not as much as the other DLC characters. That's just my personal opinion. But if you guys like Hero and if you guys think of him as the best DLC character, hey, I'm not judging you. I totally get why he's your favorite. But to me, he's just not mine. Um However, Banjo and Smash, you know how I said that Hero doesn't fit my playstyle, and he kind of fits my playstyle the least out of the DLC characters? Well, I feel like Banjo fits my playstyle the most out of these DLC characters. And man, when they revealed, oh my god, when they revealed Banjo in Smash, like when they revealed Banjo and Smash, that was just so exciting. Like, holy crap! Like, Banjo so far has been the only DLC character where I've actually have a history with. Uh, like Persona, Dragon Quest, and Fatal Fury. I've never gotten into that. I've never played their games prior. I've only tried Dragon Quest 11 through the demo on the Switch after Hero, but that was after Hero was revealed. And I do kind of want to play Fatal Fury because I do like fighting games. But Persona, I don't know when I'll be able to try that if it ever comes to the Switch. But Banjo-Kazooie, I've played before. I've loved every minute of it. I've beaten it before. It's just such a great game, and I do recommend it. And when Banjo was revealed for Smash, it was just like Banjo's reveal for Smash. It wasn't just another ordinary Smash reveal. It honestly felt like a Smash family reunion, like a long lost friend coming back home to their family. It's just such a heartwarming reveal, and it honestly made me tear up when it happened because it was just such a great reveal. And I'm happy that Banjo was in Smash. But in terms of his playstyle, I really love it. I have so much fun with Banjo's kit. Like, his eggs are really fun to pull off. His Wonder Wing, just so much fun things like Spiral Mountain, like the music. Oh my god, have you listened to the music for Spiral Mountain? Like the Spiral Mountain theme, the Banjo Kazooie theme, Mumbo's Mountain, Treasure Trove Cove, Freezy Peak, Gobi's Valley, Mad Monster Mansion. Like, all of those tracks are just so great. They've been remixed from the ground up, and we can't forget Sans as a Mii Fighter outfit. That was such a great reveal. um, Overall, Banjo was my favorite DLC character so far because of the history I have with him and his playstyle. It really makes me feel like Banjo is my new main now. Like, I main Banjo. I dropped K. Rool for Banjo. Banjo is now my new main, and I've been playing with him very frequently. Like, I felt like I've been playing Smash a lot more often ever since Banjo was released, and yeah, I've been having a lot of fun with the character, and yeah, he's probably going to be my main unless, Crash gets in. Crash would probably replace Banjo as my main, but until then, which I'm not sure, I'm not too confident about Crash's chances. But for the time being, yeah, Banjo is definitely my main for a long time. So, yeah, I'm very excited for, me maining him. But yeah, and then we get to Breath of the Wild 2. Breath of the Wild 2's reveal was very surprising. I've heard a lot of people kind of put that in their predictions, but I've never really thought it was that likely because, I don't know, continuing Breath of the Wild 2 after they just got done with Breath of the Wild DLC like a year ago, that didn't really sound too likely to me, but it totally surprised me. Like, I was totally surprised. Like, even as a non-Zelda fan, it got me excited because, like, just imagining, like, everyone's reaction to that reveal, I knew people were freaking out, and I was freaking out because it's another Zelda. Like, it's another open world Zelda game, and no one saw that coming at all. So yeah, I was happy to be wrong there, but now here's hoping to Mario Odyssey 2. I really hope Mario Odyssey 2 happens. I do think it's gonna happen. I really do. But I really hope it does too, because I'm not too confident, but I think it has a very strong chance of happening. And then next up, we get to Animal Crossing New Horizons. Now, this kind of contradicts my video I made a long time ago saying how Animal Crossing is not delayed. Turns out it was. Animal Crossing New Horizons was originally planned for a 2019 release, but then it ended up getting delayed till 2020, March 2020. So I got nothing to say for here, but so far, Animal Crossing New Horizons, it's such a great game, and so far I've never played it, obviously, but from looking at it, it looks like such a great game. I've never gotten really into the Animal Crossing games, honestly, but again, the Switch has been the system for me to experience new games I otherwise wouldn't have gotten into, and Animal Crossing is definitely like at the top of the list. I like life simulation games, and Animal Crossing I don't think would be any exception. I think I'll have a lot of fun with Animal Crossing. And I don't think I talked about No More Heroes 3. That was surprising too. They just kind of revealed that out of nowhere, like literally in the middle of the direct, like just out of nowhere. Like you'd think they would save saved that till, like, near the end, but they revealed it, like, literally at the middle of the Direct. And honestly, I was surprised. Like, I didn't know if they would make a No More Heroes 3 after we just got Travis Strikes Again, which I heard was a flop. But No More Heroes 3, I'm very excited for. I've never actually played the No More Heroes games, but again, I want to experience these games, kind of for the first time. And No More Heroes 3, I'm definitely going to try out. I think it's going to be a great game. Then next up, we get to Fire Emblem Three Houses. Honestly, I'm not a Fire Emblem fan, honestly. I don't really care for the franchise. I've never been interested in Fire Emblem, to be honest. But I've heard really great things. So much so that I've actually heard people actually campaigning for a Fire Emblem Three Houses rep to get into Smash, which is very surprising. Normally the Smash community is like anti-Fire Emblem, but yeah, a lot of people really want a Three Houses rep in Smash, and that's really the only, like, thing I really hear about the game. I've heard it's a really great game, and I think it's definitely, like, um, I don't know if I'm gonna try it out, because I'm not really a Fire Emblem fan, honestly, but if you guys do like it, I totally get it. Like, it's Fire Emblem. I mean, Fire Emblem, it's a success either way, so, and then, after that, we get there's nothing really noteworthy in August. Nothing that oh, I'm an idiot. Astral Chain released in August. Okay, but besides Astral Chain, we got, there was nothing really else in August. But then in September, we got a September Direct, which usually isn't surprising. We usually get a September Direct for Nintendo. And they revealed, honestly, I wasn't too interested in this Direct. Really, the only thing that got me excited was, like, the Smash reveals and stuff. We got Terry Bogard in Smash, and then we got, like, Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. I think that's really cool that we're getting that. Again, I'm not really too into Xenoblade. I haven't really touched it much, but I might pick it up just to see what it's like. But I don't know if it's gonna be my type of game. But Terry and Smash was not too surprising leading up to the Direct because of the whole SNK leak. The SNK copyright kind of got leaked on the Nintendo website. That was a big oof right there. Otherwise, Terry would have been a very surprising pick. But honestly, I think I was like one of the only people that was actually predicting Terry Bogard as a legitimate, like, character prediction. Like, I kind of mentioned Terry Bogard a few times in my prediction videos. And I'm honestly pretty proud of myself that actually happened, because everyone else was saying that they didn't expect it at all. And I thought SNK getting a rep in Smash wasn't too far out of the question. So Terry in Smash, and since he released, I actually really like Terry's playstyle in Smash. Like, I'm someone that really isn't really too interested in the Street Fighter characters. I just didn't really like their playstyle that much. But for some reason, I'm really interested in Terry. Like, I guess it just has something to do with his commands and stuff. I just think his commands are very interesting. I really like his commands, and they're really fun to pull off. Honestly, Terry's probably my second favorite DLC character so far. Obviously behind Banjo. I mean, Banjo tops all the DLC characters in my opinion, but Terry and Smash, that was a great reveal. I really loved the trailer as well, like a reference to, like, the Fatal Fury intro, and then, like, all the Neo Geo, the SNK characters. It's kind of in that SNK art style. Well, not kind of, it is in the SNK art style. But yeah, I like the reveal. It was a great reveal. And yeah, I really want to try Fatal Fury. Like, out of all the games that have been represented through DLC besides Banjo-Kazooie, because I've already played that before. Fatal Fury is kind of at the top of my list. I feel like I'd like that more than Persona and Dragon Quest, personally, because I do like fighting games. Fighting games are pretty fun, and I think I'd be interested in Fatal Fury or King of Fighters. So yeah, I can't wait till King of Fighters 15 comes out, because I'm probably going to try that out and probably get it. But yeah, that's my opinion on Fatal Fury, King of Fighters, Terry, and Smash. Yeah, and Banjo also got Shadow Drop that day, so that's pretty exciting. I was excited. I was an instant day one Banjo main. So yeah. Then we get to October, and Luigi's Mansion 3 releases literally on Halloween. I skipped school for that. I wanted to play Luigi's Mansion 3. I've been waiting for such a long time for that game, and I beat it. It was such a great game. Like, the personality, the charm, I'm obviously not going to spoil anything, so don't worry, I'm not going to spoil anything for you, but Luigi's Mansion 3, like, it's such a great game, and, like, I like how it kind of goes back to its roots of, like, exploring the whole mansion, like, I love it, I love the humor, I love everything about it, it's such a great game. If you like Luigi's Mansion, I highly recommend Luigi's Mansion 3. It's a good time, and you're not going to want to miss it, like, it's such a great time from start to finish. I highly recommend it. But other than that, that's really all I have to say, because I've already kind of made a community post about it, kind of reviewing it. But yeah, it was a great game, and yeah, I highly recommend it. I've saved the best for last. November comes around, and Pokemon Sword and Shield released. And it was met with harsh criticism. It's kind of the most criticism a Pokemon game has ever gotten, I feel like. Like, Pokemon Sword and Shield was heavily controversy, like, with the lack of national decks, the reusing of and animations of other Pokemon from other games. You know, Pokemon Sword and Shield is met with very harsh criticism. And I'm not gonna get into that debate whether the criticism was necessary or not. Honestly though, I got Pokemon Sword for Christmas because I wanted to try it out, see how it is. And so far I'm actually having a pretty fun with it. I was never really into Pokemon games. I've never really tried much, to be honest. But I wanted to try Pokemon Sword on the Switch just to see how it is. And so far, I'm having a lot of fun. I chose Sobble as my starter Pokemon, so that's exciting. I like Pokemon Sword so far. I just I do kind of understand why people are kind of upset. Although, like, the lack of national decks, like, come on, that's like a staple in the Pokemon series. Like, you gotta have national decks. But as for, like, harassing the developers, that's not necessary. You should never do that. That should not warrant harassing the developers, obviously. But Pokemon Sword, I'm having a lot of fun with it. But yeah, I do understand the controversy and criticism behind it, but I just want people to be civil about the whole situation. Just don't be, like, toxic. Be calm. Obviously, for all we know, maybe there could be, like, a patch in the future that adds national decks. Like, you never know. You never know with the Pokemon Company. But yeah, it's a pretty fun game so far. And I kind of do feel bad for giving the criticism that I have gotten it in the past. It's just, I don't know. I don't know. I shouldn't have judged a book by its cover, and I do apologize for that. I do like it so far. It's a very great experience. And then we get into December, and that's the Game Awards. And guess what? We got nothing! We got absolutely nothing! Nothing has happened at the Game Awards, and I was so pissed. Oh my god, I wasted so much time for that. Now, I know Nintendo really didn't promise any reveal. None of the developers, like, none of the companies that went there were promising a reveal, but honestly, like, they were teasing it. They were, especially Jeff Keighley. Like, he was teasing it. Like, you can't lie. Like, I'm honestly convinced that they were planning a Smash reveal, but it was probably canceled at the last second. Honestly. Like, they were teasing it heavily. So, to say that they weren't promising it is kind of an overstatement. They were teasing it. Like, they were hinting at it. And oh man, I was so mad. And not because of the Smash reveal, but it was just because, I wasted so much time. Like, I was honestly, like, even if it wasn't Smash, I was at least hoping for some Nintendo announcement, but we got nothing. Nothing. I was at least, at the very least, I was hoping for, like, something like Super Mario Odyssey 2, but that didn't even happen, and I was just so mad. Like, the only things that I really liked about TGA was the Untitled Goose and Beaker and Honeydew skit. I thought that was very funny. Reggie's appearance, I like that. I obviously liked Green Day's performance. I like Green Day, so it was nice seeing them there. But everything else, it was just, it was such a waste of time. Like, those are like 3 hours I'm never getting back. Yeah, it was not a good show. Um, but good job to Sekiro fans that got the Game of the Year victory. Of course, I was hoping Smash would win, but it didn't. So that's that. At least it won Best Fighting Game though, so I'm happy for that. But I'm happy for you Sekiro fans that got your Game of the Year win. Um, but yeah, that's really all I have to say for Nintendo's 2019. It was a really great year for Nintendo. There's a lot of exciting games. It was pretty big, pretty massive, and I had a lot of fun with a lot of these games that were released. And yeah, so. Anyways, what did you guys think about Nintendo's 2019? Did you guys think it was great? Did you guys think it was bad? Let me know in the comments down below. And stay tuned for tomorrow, where I will be talking about Nintendo's 2020 and my predictions for what Nintendo's 2020 will be like. I'm very excited for that. So stay tuned tomorrow for that. For my first video of the next decade. You guys have to wait for for the next decade to watch my next video. So sorry about that, guys. But anyway, jokes out of the way. This has been Enigma, and peace. See you next time.